Namaste parents, hello children, this is AJ. Welcome back to our session. We are learning 9th standard CBSE Mathematics, Chapter 7 Triangles. In earlier classes, you have already learned about triangles, right children? Triangle is a closed figure. It has 3 sides and 3 vertices, 3 angles, right? But here in this class, we are learning congruence of triangles. What is this congruence of triangles, children? Congruent means equal in all respects or figures whose shapes and sizes are both the same. Right? Not only shapes, not only sizes. Both should be same. Now see here. I draw 2 circles here. Both are congruent. See this shape and size and this shape and size. Right? Shapes are same only. Both are circles. But sizes, this is big circle and this is small circle. So these are not congruent. Congruent means shapes and sizes also should be same. Now see here, I have 2 sketch pens here. Now see, both the shapes same. And we'll check both the sizes also. If you place one on other, you could see only one pen. Right? That means these are congruent. Shapes and sizes also equal. Now see here, we have 2 books here. Are these congruent figures? Both are rectangular shapes. Can I say these books are congruent? No. Why? Because these shapes are same. But you see the sizes? This is small and this is big. So these are not congruent. These are similar figures. See here, both are in rectangle shape, correct? So these are similar figures. Similar figures are different and congruent figures are different, children. Here shapes only equal. That means similar figures. Similar figures are not congruent figures. But all the congruent figures are similar figures, correct? Don't get confused. Now see this example. Observe these 2 books. Shape same, rectangle shape. Now check sizes. If I keep one book on other book, see, you can see only one book. That means it completely overlapping, right? It completely covers the other book. That means these 2 are congruent, right? Both shape is equal. At the same time, sizes also equal. So these are congruent. If 2 triangles are said to be congruent, if only one of them can be made to superpose on the other. That means it has to cover it exactly. Just now we have seen the book's example as it is like that. If you place one on other, it has to cover completely, right? Then only the triangles are said to be congruent. Why we are studying this congruence of triangles or congruent concept, children? Because wherever you see identical objects that have to be produced, the concept of congruence is used in making the products, right? Example, ice cube tray, egg tray, or bangles of a same person, right children? These are all made up of congruence concept only, right? Now see here children, we have 3 triangles here. First one measurements 5, 5, 4 centimeters, 3, 3, 3 here, and the third one also 3, 3, 3. Are these both congruent triangles? No. Why? Because shape is same, but the sizes are different. Now check this one and this one. Shape is same and sizes also equal, right? So these are said to be congruent triangles. Every time we can't tell the triangles are congruent or not, children, by just seeing, right? For that we need to know the sizes and we have to follow these rules. So these are congruence of triangles rules. To know the triangles are congruent or not, that means we have to follow these rules. First one SAS congruence rule, second one ASA congruence rule, third one AAS congruence rule, SSS congruence rule, RHS congruence rule. Right children? Here S for side and A for angle, children. Right? What is SAS congruence rule? Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Right, children? Now see here, two sides are equal. If this triangle it has 3 means here also this is 3. If it is 4 means this side also it is 4. Right? Now two sides are equal to the other triangle two sides. What is included angle here? SAS. A is in between, in middle. See, side, side and angle is in middle. So this is included angle. Now angles also equal. So these triangles are said to be congruent. Now see the third triangle, children. Can I say this is a congruent triangle? Yes, it is a congruent triangle because the picture is turned here. Now see 3 and 3. Other side 4 here and 4 here also. See the included angle also same. Right, children? Here the picture is turned but the values are same. Right? Whenever you get this type of questions, please turn the picture and apply the rules and check it is congruent or not. You are allowed to turn the picture, children. Right? Now second one, ASA congruence rule. By seeing the name itself you will understand. See, AA, angle, angle. In middle we have S. That means side. Two triangles are congruent if two angles, see this one and this one, angle A equal to angle P, angle C equal to angle R. So two angles and the included side, that means the middle one. See, two angles here, the middle side and here also. Included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Then only they are said to be congruent as per ASA congruence rule. Right, children? Now see here, angle A equal to angle P, angle C equal to angle R. See the included side, the middle one, AC is equal to PR. So these triangles are said to be congruent as per ASA congruence rule. Now see here, third rule, AAS congruence rule. AA means angle, angle and S means side. Right, children? What is AAS congruence rule? If two triangles are congruent, if any two pairs of angles and one pair of corresponding sides are equal, we may call it as AAS congruence rule. Right? That means see here, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q. Two angles are equal, right? To other triangle. And one side is equal to another side. BC is equal to QR. Right, children? Two angles are equal to other triangle two angles. One side is equal to other triangle side. So these two triangles are said to be congruent as per AAS congruence rule. Now see the next rule, children. SSS congruence rule. SSS means side, side, side. So you will know automatically by seeing the name itself, right? If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. See, children, AB is equal to PQ here. AC is equal to PR here. And BC is equal to QR here, right? Three sides are equal to the other triangle three sides. Then these two triangles are said to be congruent as per SSS congruence rule. Now see RHS congruence rule, children. What is R, what is H and what is S here? R means right angle. H means hypotenuse. S means side, children. Right? Right angle, hypotenuse and side. If in two right angle triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. See, children, here angle B is right angle Q is right angle. That means angle B equal to angle Q. Both are 90 degrees. And hypotenuse, see here AC is equal to hypotenuse PR, right? And side, any side, AB or BC. Check. Here AB is equal to PQ. That means these triangles are said to be congruent as per RHS congruence rule. See here children, angle B equal to angle Q, both are right angles. AC equal to PR, hypotenuse are equal. AB equal to PQ, sides are equal, right? So I can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR as per RHS congruence rule, right children? Here many children they have a doubt, why can't we use ASS or SSA rules? Here ASS or SSA rules are not at all possible children. Here only these rules are allowed to check the triangles are congruent or not. Here what is the word CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. If any two triangles are congruent means you can make other parts also equal by using this CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now we will see the applications of these congruence rules by solving some questions. Let us start exercise 7.1 children. First question children, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC equal to AD, right? AB bisects angle A and show that triangle ABC congruent to triangle ABD. This is congruent symbol children, right? We have to show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD, right? Now let us see the solution. Here AC equal to AD children, right? What is the reason? It is given in the question, right? Given. Now we can write angle CAB equal to angle BAD. Why children? Because AB bisects angle A. That means these both angles are equal. So that angle CAB equal to angle BAD. Right children? What is one more part we can make equal? That is AB equal to AB because common side. In ABC triangle also AB is there. In ABD triangle also AB is there. So that means AB equal to AB. What is the reason children? Common side. Now see the picture children. Here AC equal to AD, side equal, and AB equal to AB, side equal, and in between we can see one angle. These two angles are equal. That means side and middle angle, right? As per SAS rule, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD, right? Now second question children, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD equal to BC and angle DAB equal to angle CBA, and prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC and BD equal to AC and angle ABD. This one is equal to angle BAC. This one, right children? For first one, here we are comparing triangle ABD, that means this one, and triangle BAC, this triangle, right children? So here they have already given that AD equal to BC, it is given. Here AD equal to BC, it is already given, and DAB equal to angle CBA, angle DAB equal to angle CBA, this is also given. Now what is the third one? We have to make it equal because we need three parts to apply the congruent rule, right? So see here, AB side here also, and in ABC triangle also AB side is there. So AB is equal to AB, common side. Correct children? Now see here, AB and AD, BC, in middle we have one angle, that means side, angle, side. As per SAS rule, we can make triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Right, children? Now second one, BD equal to AC. Easily we can make these two sides are equal. See here, BD and AC. These two sides are in triangle ABD and in triangle ABC. We can make these two sides equal by applying CPCT. Just now we have learned corresponding parts of congruent triangles, because already these triangles are congruent, right? So we can make BD equal to AC by applying CPCT. Now third one, we can make angle ABD. ABD. This angle is equal to angle BAC. This angle. We can make these two angles are same. Same thing by applying CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, because these angles are also included in triangle ABD and triangle BAC. Right, children? Now see third question, children. AD, BC are equal perpendiculars to a line segment AB. Show that CD bisects AB. CD bisects AB. Now compare triangle BOC and triangle AOD, children. Here I can write angle BOC equal to angle AOD, because these two are vertically opposite angles, right? Angle BOC equal to angle AOD, vertically opposite angles. Now we can write angle CBO equal to angle DAO. See here, both are perpendiculars, right? Angle CBO equal to angle DAO. Both are 90 degrees, right? Now we can say that BC equal to AD. This is already given, right? BC equal to AD. What is the reason, children? It is given in the question. Now see here, two angles equal and one side is equal. Angle and one side is equal. Here also two angles and one side is equal. So as per AAS rule, we can say that triangle BOC is congruent to triangle AOD. Now BOC triangle is congruent to AOD triangle, children. So that we can make side BO is equal to AO, right? I am writing here BO equal to AO by CPCT, because both are in same triangles. That means BO is same size equal to AO size, right? So that both are equal means CD line is bisecting AB line. We'll see the remaining questions in next session, children. Thank you very much.